Did the Grammys just insult BTS? Another terrifying break-in attempt at Jungkook's home. This time, the intruder live-streamed the whole thing while screaming for him to come out. Yes, you heard that right. Now Jungkook is stepping back from social media. And after an idol collapsed on stage, concern is rising for BTS too. Watch until the end. You need to hear this. Shocking accusations are being made about BTS. Critics claim the group encouraged their fans to harass other celebrities. But is that really true? Some people online are angry at BTS again, but this time, it's over a short clip from way back in 2021. However, the situation says a lot more about the people digging up old clips than it does about BTS themselves. Here's what happened. During a 2021 appearance on The Late Late Show with James Corden, BTS member RM made a playful comment. He asked Corden if he was okay, referring to the time some BTS fans were upset with Corden for joking about BTS speaking at the United Nations. In the clip, Corden laughs, the BTS members laugh, and the mood is clearly lighthearted. But now, in 2025, that old moment is being twisted online. Some critics are using it to accuse BTS of ignoring or even supporting harassment from their fans. That's a serious accusation, and it doesn't match what actually happened. Let's be real. Some people have been trying for years to take BTS down. But since they haven't found any real scandals, they're now blaming BTS for things other people, strangers on the internet, have done. That's not only unfair, it's ridiculous. To be completely fair, yes, some people within BTS's fandom have gone too far. There have been fans who shared private information or harassed others online. That kind of behavior is wrong and should never be excused. It's okay to be a passionate fan, but threatening someone over a joke or a disagreement is never okay. Still, those people are the exception, not the rule. Most BTS fans are kind, respectful, and simply love supporting their favorite artists. It's not right to blame the entire fandom, or the group itself, because of a few bad apples. And here's an important point that many critics ignore. BTS doesn't control who becomes a fan. They can't monitor millions of people around the world or stop every toxic comment made online. Expecting them to do so is unrealistic. Imagine blaming a musician for every tweet a random fan sends. That would never happen to most Western celebrities. That's the double standard at play here. The truth is, this outrage didn't randomly appear. BTS is preparing for a huge comeback in 2026, and it seems like some people are trying to stir up drama before that happens. Pulling up an old video from 3 years ago, right when excitement is building again, feels suspicious and intentional. One fan on X put it this way: they believed the haters must be scared of BTS returning to the spotlight because they're going out of their way to bring up old articles and create new problems out of thin air. They saw this backlash as nothing more than a desperate attempt to throw shade. And when you actually watch the clip, it's clear nothing sinister happened. BTS joked with James Corden the way any celebrity might during a talk show. Corden laughed. The group laughed. That's it. At the end of the day, no celebrity is perfect, and BTS never claimed to be. But blaming them for the actions of a few fans they've never met and twisting a harmless joke into something dark doesn't hold up. It just shows how badly some people want to see them fail. Another terrifying break-in attempt at Jungkook's home. This time, the intruder live-streamed it while screaming for him to come out. Yes, you heard that right. Here's exactly what went down. Jungkook from BTS is once again facing a serious invasion of privacy, and this time, it might be the most frightening yet. On November 8th, a woman showed up outside Jungkook's home and live-streamed the entire thing. She rang his doorbell over and over while yelling for him to come out. Fans were horrified as clips of her live stream spread quickly on social media, though the videos have now been deleted. Still, the damage was done. What people saw left them feeling worried, angry, and scared for Jungkook's safety. According to multiple reports, this wasn't some random moment. The same woman has been obsessed with Jungkook for years. On Instagram, she has even called herself his wife and shared strange posts about him in Japanese. During the live stream, she was allegedly outside his apartment, pressing the intercom nonstop and shouting while broadcasting it all in real time. Sadly, this isn't the first time something like this has happened. In fact, it's the third major incident just this year. The first happened on the day Jungkook was discharged from the military. A woman tried to use the keypad to get into his building. Then in August, another woman was caught trespassing on his property. And now, just months later, there's this live stream stalking incident. Fans are now saying that enough is enough. They've called on HYBE to finally take real steps to protect Jungkook. Many fans are also urging Korean police to treat this situation more seriously and take action before something truly dangerous happens. Their frustration isn't coming out of nowhere. Earlier this year, another person who tried to break into Jungkook's home actually got away. That person fled South Korea before police could arrest them, and the investigation was eventually dropped. For fans, this was a clear sign that the authorities aren't doing enough. If someone can attempt to break into a global superstar's home and then just vanish without consequences, what does that say about the level of protection public figures really have? Now people are worried that if things keep going like this, with obsessive fans crossing lines, HYBE staying silent, and police not following through, something tragic could happen. Jungkook is one of the most famous artists in the world. But fame shouldn't come with the fear of someone waiting outside your home or shouting at your intercom while the whole world watches live. Fans have started organizing, reporting the stalkers' accounts, and raising awareness on social media. But they're also saying that it shouldn't be their job to keep Jungkook safe. They want stronger security, better laws to deal with stalking, and police who actually finish investigations. The truth is, if this kind of behavior continues and nobody steps in, it's only a matter of time before something goes horribly wrong. And once that happens, there's no going back. That's why so many people are speaking up now, before it's too late. Jungkook to step back from social media. Lately, Jungkook has been going live more often to chat with fans, sing, and spend time with the people who support him. Most fans were excited to see him so active online. But then something happened. During one of his recent live streams, Jungkook mentioned that a friend had asked him to sing a song. But soon after, a TikTok video went viral, claiming that this friend was actually his blonde girlfriend. That one video alone got almost 80,000 likes. And just like that, the internet exploded with guesses and theories. Some users started combing through every second of his live stream, looking for hidden clues. Others tried to connect the comment to aespa's Winter, claiming that Jungkook and Winter must be secretly dating. They pulled up past live streams and older clips, trying to find proof, even though nothing was confirmed. Fans quickly got upset, but not because they don't want Jungkook to be happy or to date someone. What bothered them was how fast everything he does gets turned into a dating rumor. It doesn't matter if he mentions a friend, picks a certain song, or looks at his phone for a second. Someone always finds a way to twist it into something romantic. Fans who truly care about Jungkook's comfort said it feels like he's constantly being watched and picked apart. Like people forget he's a real human being and not just a source of content. After the rumors started, fans began to notice that Jungkook's TikTok account had changed. First, he turned off the comments. Then, he hid his following list. And after that, fans realized you could no longer tag him in posts. For many, these changes felt like a clear message. Jungkook was setting boundaries. Some fans explained that Jungkook is often tagged in shipping content, videos that pair him up with other idols or influencers, even when he's clearly uncomfortable with it. Others said that constantly seeing your name in rumors, or being the center of baseless speculation, must be exhausting. While some people felt a little sad that they couldn't leave comments anymore, most fans supported his decision. They saw it as him taking care of his own mental health and trying to shut out the noise. A lot of them even said they hoped he'd make the same changes on his other social media accounts if it helped him feel safer. This situation isn't just about one live stream or one TikTok. It's part of a larger problem. Whenever Jungkook posts or goes live, people online try to turn it into something it's not. Even when he's quiet or doesn't say anything at all, his silence gets treated like a clue that he's hiding something. That kind of pressure can take a real toll on someone. Now, fans are speaking up again. They're asking people to stop spreading theories based on nothing. They're reminding others that not everything needs to be analyzed or turned into gossip. And they're calling on companies like HYBE to back their artists when they decide to set boundaries like this. In the end, Jungkook is a singer, not a character in a drama or a mystery to solve. When he goes live, it's because he wants to connect with people. But if every small interaction is used to feed new rumors, it makes sense why he might pull back. And that's the real danger. If things don't change, Jungkook and other idols like him might start distancing themselves more and more. Not because they want to, but because it's the only way to protect themselves from being constantly judged and misunderstood. Fans don't want that to happen, but for that to change, the internet has to change too. Did the Grammys just insult BTS? When the 2026 Grammy nominations came out on November 7th, most people weren't expecting a newly formed girl group to show up on the list, especially not with 2 nominations. But that's exactly what happened when Cat's Eye, a rookie group under HYBE, was nominated for Best Pop Duo Group Performance for their song Gabriella, and also for Best New Artist. While some were excited and saw this as a big win for the group, many BTS fans felt something completely different: disappointment, frustration, and even anger. But not for the reasons you might think. For years, fans have watched BTS break record after record. They've topped the Billboard charts, sold out stadiums all over the world, and helped bring in billions of dollars to South Korea's economy. Songs like Dynamite, Butter, and Yet to Come have been nominated for Grammys, but not once has the group actually won. Each time they were sent home empty-handed. Fans have noticed the pattern. They feel like BTS keeps getting overlooked, no matter how big their achievements are. So when a brand new group like Cat's Eye, who debuted less than a year ago, suddenly got 2 Grammy nominations, it didn't sit right with a lot of people. Some fans are asking how this could happen. How can a group that's just starting out get Grammy recognition, while BTS, who helped open doors for K-pop globally, continues to be ignored? That question has led to suspicion. A number of fans believe these nominations may have more to do with connections than accomplishments. Many are pointing to Scooter Braun, who runs HYBE America and has long been involved in the American music industry. Some think his influence may have helped push Cat's Eye into the spotlight. It's left fans feeling like no matter what BTS does, it's never enough for the Recording Academy. And now, they're stuck between 2 outcomes, both of which feel unfair. If Cat's Eye actually wins one of these awards, fans say it would be a slap in the face to BTS, a group that has worked for over a decade and still hasn't been recognized by the Grammys. But if Cat's Eye doesn't win, fans are asking what the point of nominating them was in the first place. Was it just for attention? Just to use the K-pop fandom to boost ratings? This isn't a new concern. BTS has performed at the Grammys before, and their appearances have drawn millions of viewers. But even when they helped bring in huge audiences, they were still left out of the major wins. Some fans felt they were being used for views, not respected for their music. That's why this situation with Cat's Eye has so many people upset. It feels familiar. It feels like the Grammys are once again using a K-pop group for hype, but not treating them, or others in the genre, with real fairness. To be clear, most fans aren't blaming Cat's Eye themselves. The group didn't ask for this drama. Some people have even defended them, saying their debut was strong and they've had early success. But when you look at the bigger picture, how BTS has been snubbed year after year, and how a group under the same company suddenly lands big nominations right away, it's hard to ignore the tension. The Recording Academy has faced criticism before for not being open about how nominees are chosen. Fans and artists have called out favoritism, vague rules, and decisions that don't always make sense. And now, K-pop fans, especially ARMY, are once again questioning whether the Grammys truly reflect talent or just influence. All eyes are now on February 1st, 2026. That's the day of the next Grammy Awards. HYBE is being accused of sabotaging BTS and leaving them behind. But is that actually true? With BTS set to make their full comeback in 2026, fans are counting down the days. But some are also growing more restless. As time goes on, anger and disappointment have started to build up online. Many fans are now pointing fingers at HYBE, the company behind BTS, accusing it of turning its back on the group that made it what it is today. The accusations are serious. Some fans think HYBE is focusing too much on its newer artists, especially a rookie group called Cortis. Others believe the company is using BTS's name to promote those newer acts, without giving the BTS members the proper attention and support they deserve, especially during their solo careers. This tension really started to grow after all 7 members of BTS completed their military service. Fans expected big things: more solo projects, strong promotions, and continued public visibility. But instead, it felt to some like the spotlight had shifted. Groups like Cortis were getting more stage time, more media coverage, and even mentioned BTS during one of their performances. That moment especially rubbed people the wrong way. Many fans felt it was a way to benefit from BTS's name without truly supporting the members themselves. On top of that, HYBE has been expanding its business in new directions. They've put money into video games, and they've started training programs in different countries to find the next wave of talent. While that might make sense from a business point of view, some fans feel it shows that BTS isn't the priority anymore. But even if the frustration is real and understandable, it doesn't necessarily mean that HYBE is doing anything wrong. It's totally normal for fans to feel uncomfortable during a group's break, especially one as iconic as BTS. When other artists under the same company start getting more attention, it's easy to feel like something unfair is happening. But just because things are changing doesn't automatically mean there's a plan to leave BTS behind. In fact, HYBE owes most of its success to BTS. The group helped transform the company from a small, struggling business into one of the biggest entertainment giants in the world. At their peak, BTS was bringing in around $5 billion each year for the South Korean economy. Their concerts, albums, and merchandise didn't just put HYBE on the map, they built the map. That's why it's hard to believe HYBE would purposely hurt the group that made them everything they are. It wouldn't make sense, not financially and not strategically. With a full BTS comeback planned for 2026, HYBE has every reason to make sure it's massive. They've seen what BTS can do. They know the world will be watching. What fans are seeing now is likely just the result of timing. The BTS members needed time to serve in the military. In that gap, HYBE promoted other groups because that's how companies stay alive in a fast-moving industry. Newer acts like Cordis need a push to survive. That doesn't mean BTS has been replaced. Some fans are also upset that none of the BTS members were nominated for solo Grammys this year. That's a fair thing to be disappointed about. But it's important to remember that Grammy nominations are decided by the Recording Academy, not by HYBE. The company can submit songs and do promotion, but it doesn't get to choose the winners or even the nominees. Just because HYBE isn't constantly posting about BTS doesn't mean they're ignoring them. Preparing a major comeback for a group this big takes months of work behind the scenes: music production, marketing plans, tour logistics, and more. They may be laying the groundwork now for something bigger than fans can see. Of course, this doesn't mean fans shouldn't speak up. It's okay to ask questions and demand better. BTS has earned loyalty, and so have the fans. But jumping to the conclusion that HYBE is trying to harm BTS without solid proof could end up doing more harm than good, especially when the group is still under the same roof. Fans are freaking out. Did V really get a lip piercing? On November 7th, Korean skincare brand Tertier released a new campaign video featuring BTS's V, and within minutes, the internet exploded. But it wasn't just about the product. People were talking about what he was wearing, how he looked, and especially what they spotted on his face. In the video, V appeared in a bold outfit that immediately caught attention. A bright red leather jacket layered over a black tank top, paired with black pants that had bold white lettering on them. He kept his accessories simple with some small gold jewelry, which made the look feel stylish without being over the top. But the detail that got everyone talking wasn't the clothes or the accessories. It was a piercing on his lower lip. It was small and easy to miss at first, but once people noticed it, they couldn't stop looking. Screenshots started spreading all over social media, and fans kept zooming in to figure out whether the lip piercing was real or just part of the look. Even though the video was meant to promote Tertier's clean and modern skincare brand, all eyes were on V's lip. Tertier has become a rising star in the Korean beauty industry by combining simple skincare with strong marketing. Choosing a BTS member for a campaign, especially someone like V, who's known around the world not just for his music but also his unique fashion sense, was a smart move. V's hairstylist is shocked. V also broke a huge record before even officially starting his new job as the global ambassador for Korean beauty brand Tertier. A short teaser video announcing the partnership had been posted, and within just 6 days, it passed 100 million views on Instagram. The video was shared on Tertier's official Instagram account, Tertier Global, and was the brand's very first promotional post featuring V. Even though it was less than a minute long and had no dialogue, the post immediately grabbed attention. Within 48 hours, it had already reached tens of millions of views. By November 6th, the number had crossed the 100 million mark, an extremely rare achievement for a beauty campaign. On November 8th, V's longtime hairstylist, Choi Moo-jin, reacted to the view count by sharing a screenshot of the post on his Instagram story. He circled the number of views and added the caption, 1 million views? He seemed shocked, and fans guessed that he probably wrote the post before realizing the views had actually reached 9 digits. Many found it funny and relatable, saying they were just as surprised, even though they knew how powerful V's influence was. V has caused stock shortages in Japan. BTS's V launched his first solo campaign in Japan as the official brand ambassador for skincare company Jungkook. This was not only a big step for him individually, but also the brand's first time working with a BTS member. Just one day later, stores across Japan were already struggling to keep products on the shelves. Jungkook had prepared a set of new visuals and a short commercial film to introduce V as the face of their vitamin C serum. The video, which showed him wearing a muted grayish double jacket and styled to fit the brand's clean, modern look, was part of a bigger campaign that will begin airing on Japanese TV starting November 13th. This will mark V's first solo television commercial in Japan. The public reaction was instant. On the same day the images and teaser were released, fans began spotting the campaign visuals in stores across Japan. Crowds started gathering, and many fans went out of their way to buy the product that V was endorsing. The vitamin C serum quickly shot to the #1 spot on both Amazon Japan and Rakuten, Japan's largest online retailers, surpassing well-known brands that had been on those lists for years. By November 6th, Jungkook had to issue a public update. Posting on their official X account, they shared a message titled, "Notice regarding partial stock shortages due to overwhelming response." They explained that several locations had completely sold out and that they were dealing with temporary supply shortages because of how fast the product was moving. This isn't the first time V has caused this kind of reaction. Fans and brands alike call it the V effect, a pattern where anything he promotes instantly becomes a bestseller. From clothes to skincare to luxury goods, his name alone often drives overwhelming demand. In past collaborations, websites have crashed and items have sold out in minutes. Jungkook hasn't confirmed if they will restock soon or launch the campaign in other countries. For now, everything remains focused on the Japanese market. Still, the speed at which the campaign gained traction suggests that expansion is possible, if not likely. HYBE is being accused of ruining all of K-pop. On November 9th, a single tweet triggered a wave of anger that put HYBE Corporation under fire again. Once the tweet spread to the popular Korean forum The Q, the discussion exploded. Many users felt it was obvious who the message was about, the company behind BTS, HYBE. The viral post didn't attack a specific person. Instead, it blamed 3 people for what it described as the downfall of K-pop. Most people understood this as a metaphor for trends and industry decisions. The tweet listed 3 major issues: removing bridges from songs, making fan memberships renewable and paid, and cutting song lengths down to about 2 minutes to fit social media trends. Fans online started pointing to HYBE as the company most responsible for these changes. Their argument was simple. HYBE is one of the most powerful forces in K-pop right now, and what it does tends to ripple across the entire industry. If HYBE changes how music sounds or how fans interact with artists, everyone else follows. Longtime fans felt like the soul of K-pop was being lost. On the Q, some users said K-pop now feels more like a product than art. One of the biggest complaints was that HYBE has started to follow an easy listening formula, pushing songs that are simple and catchy instead of emotional and complex. Several people pointed out how recent songs often skip the bridge, the part of a song that usually holds the most emotional weight, just to make the track shorter and more digestible. Others were frustrated with the growing number of paid services. A lot of anger was aimed at Weverse, HYBE's fan platform. On it, fans have to pay for each artist's membership, depending on the level. These memberships unlock perks like early ticket access, live streams, and exclusive content. Some fans said it now feels like you have to pay just to feel close to your favorite artists, and the more you pay, the more access you get. What used to feel like a community now feels like a paywall. Concerts were another hot topic. Fans said ticket lotteries, expensive add-ons, and paid soundcheck packages have made concerts feel less like celebrations of music and more like business transactions. Some said that only fans who can afford multiple memberships or VIP packages get the best experiences, which creates an unfair system. Dance challenges were also criticized. These short 15-second clips, often designed for TikTok or YouTube Shorts, are now a big part of promoting songs. But fans argued that instead of focusing on strong choreography or live performances, artists are being pushed to create viral trends. Some even said that these clips sometimes come out before the song does, making it feel more like advertising than genuine art. Then there's the 2-minute song trend. As streaming platforms and short-form video apps continue to dominate, more labels, including HYBE, are pushing songs that are short, fast, and designed to grab attention right away. On the Q, some fans said this strategy hurts the emotional storytelling that made K-pop stand out in the first place. They felt like the songs are now made for algorithms, not for people. Despite all this backlash, HYBE has not responded publicly, but the message from fans is loud and clear. They're not just asking for longer songs or fewer paid memberships. They're asking for music that feels real again. After an idol collapsed on stage, concern is now rising for BTS as well. Recently, fans were left stunned after singer Hyuna suddenly collapsed during her Waterbomb 2025 Macau performance. While performing Bubble Pop, she appeared to lose strength and dropped to the stage mid-song. Her dancers rushed to help, and a security guard carried her off as the crowd watched in silence. Videos of the moment quickly spread online, showing her looking unresponsive as she was escorted away. Just days earlier, Hyuna had shared a photo of her scale showing she had dropped to 50 kilograms, 110 pounds, saying she had lost over 10 kilograms, 22 pounds, in a short amount of time. Back in October, she had also spoken about starting a diet after rumors began to circulate about her body. Many fans left heartfelt messages on her Instagram, saying they were worried and urging her to take care of herself. This incident has reopened a serious conversation about the pressure K-pop artists face, especially when it comes to body image, performance expectations, and the need to constantly appear perfect. While Hyuna's health scare happened in front of an audience, many fans believe there are others going through similar struggles behind closed doors. One group at the center of that concern is BTS. After more than 3 years away from group promotions, partly due to military service and solo activities, BTS is expected to return in 2026. But this won't be just another comeback. It's the most anticipated return in K-pop, and the pressure surrounding it is on another level. Behind the music videos and stage lighting is a reality fans don't often see. Endless rehearsals, vocal training, intense workout routines, and constant media scrutiny. Comeback preparation can mean 12-hour workdays or longer, carefully controlled diets, and strict routines to meet beauty standards and fan expectations. For a group like BTS, the expectations are even heavier. The truth is, every detail of this comeback will be picked apart. If the songs don't break records, headlines will question their status. If they look even slightly different than before, the media might say they've lost their edge. If one performance doesn't go viral, they'll be called outdated. That's the kind of pressure they're walking into. And while the public will focus on results, chart positions, streaming numbers, album sales, few will ask what it takes to achieve those things. The cost might be missed meals, sleepless nights, or emotional burnout. We don't know how hard the members are pushing themselves right now, but we do know they care deeply about meeting expectations, and that can come with serious risks. Hyuna's situation is a reminder that when someone's entire career revolves around their image and performance, they can start pushing themselves beyond safe limits just to avoid judgment. Fans have seen BTS speak openly before about their own challenges, struggles with body confidence, exhaustion, and mental health. So it's not hard to imagine that with their comeback on the horizon, they might be feeling more pressure than ever. This is why fans must keep more than the numbers in mind. It's easy to focus on views, records, and viral trends, but the people behind the performance matter too. Supporting an artist should mean caring about their well-being, not just cheering for the results. As we look forward to BTS's return, it's worth asking ourselves, are we supporting them or just setting the bar higher? Are we helping to lift them up, or are we silently expecting perfection? No one wants to see another artist pushed to the point where their health suffers. What happened to Hyuna on stage was a clear warning that the demands of this industry are real and sometimes dangerous. And for BTS, who are returning to a stage brighter and more intense than ever before, we have to remember that no comeback is worth risking a person's health.